Tomorrow, Columbus City Schools officials are testifying in front of state lawmakers about how the governor's proposed budget would affect their school district. Now, according to a new Ohio Education Policy Institute analysis, 87% of Ohio school districts will lose money under this new budget. 10 TV's Carly Dion joins us now with how this could affect your child's school district. Carly?
Yolanda, tomorrow, Columbus City Schools Superintendent Dr. Angela Chapman is planning to speak out at the State House and calling on the community to get involved. She says Governor DeWine's state budget proposal would include cutting $45 million worth of funding for the district, something she says they can't afford to lose.
In a release issued by Chapman, she claims the cuts proposed in Governor DeWine's budget would wipe out the operating revenue generated by the levy passed in 2023. That levy covers costs for initiatives like the district's pre-K expansion, one-to-one device program and support, school climate and culture support, and family support. Chapman says, according to the governor's proposed state funding formula, more than $45 million would be cut from the district over the next 2 school years. This means the district would need to use the levy funding to instead support those cuts. She adds, in part, CCS is projected to lose these state funds because the governor's formula calculations include increased property tax valuations, but does not update what it costs to educate a child in 2025. I respect our governor and state lawmakers, but I believe this is a betrayal of trust for our district, our families, our children, and the Columbus community. In response, the governor's press secretary, Dan Tierney, stated in part, his budget proposal for K-12 schools is guided by the principle that the state budget should be funding students versus empty desks. The changes reflect student population movement among the different types of schools. The guarantee phase-out prevents the dollar changes from being apples to apples, as districts are proposed to maintain at least 90% of the baseline funding under the proposal.
She'll be joining the CCS treasurer at the State House tomorrow to give a testimony in front of the House Education Committee, advocating for the dire need for this funding for the district. Carly Dion, 10 TV News.